Hello there. I am coming to you after a long period of silence. I've just been busy with family matters and all sorts of things that have kept me away from crafting. You have to kind of prioritize things, and crafting and making videos really took kind of the back seat for me. But I've been dying to work on this, and it's kind of hard when you want to work on something but you also want to share. So I have to set up the area, make sure the lighting is right, rather than me being able to just jump in at any time of the day, meaning at nighttime while I'm watching TV. So all of that has been affecting me with time and really creativity as well, to get some stuff done. But today, I made it happen. I set up, there's a huge mess over here that you can see, so that's a good thing, so that I can actually get to work and share something with you. I posted something on Instagram and my Instagram stories, but it's never as detailed as I can do here, because I can spend a lot of time and show you and be very specific, versus on Instagram, your Instagram stories are really quick and you kind of have to move fast. So if you saw something over there and you're here, now I'll have more time to explain to you this brand new project that I will be starting in 2021. I am getting an early start because I wanted to share, talk about it, show you what I'm doing. So in case you want to do this project yourself, you have time to go find what's going to work for you and set it up so that you can also get started in 2021. I'm going to start by telling you the name of it. So it's called a perpetual calendar. Now, a perpetual calendar, if you do a search, let's say on Pinterest, you're actually gonna get a sort of a calendar, either something made out of wood, something that has gears that you can switch around, because what it is it moves, it has moving parts, and you are able to keep going every year with the same, whatever it might be, whether, again, if it could be a clock, it could be something that has parts that you can rearrange yourself. So a perpetual calendar is something that just kind of keeps going every year. You just have to rearrange it, meaning you don't have to throw that one away and get a new one. So there, what I heard, or what I found on Pinterest, and believe me, there's not a lot. So I feel like I'm going to be kind of creating this as I go. And whoever does this, they can, obviously make it to fit their own design. But the idea is that it is a perpetual calendar because it's something that you can do every year, and therefore you have to do it every single day of the year. So it's called a perpetual calendar journal, because a calendar, obviously, it's something you can just look at, but in this case, I'm going to be writing every single day. So it's called, or I'm going to be calling it, a perpetual calendar journal, or a perpetual journal calendar. I'm still playing around with the name. You can do research, and I'm sure you will find different names for it, but most of the time you're not gonna come across actual crafting like this. It'll be something else. With that being said and gotten out of the way, I'm going to tell you that it is a writing exercise, a sort of a documenting project. I'm going to keep it simple, very simple, because I want to finish it. I want this project to be able to, for me to be able to do it every day without any problems whatsoever. There's different, how do I say it? There are different tools, or vessels, maybe I should say, not a tool, but a vessel that you can use to create your own perpetual calendar. For myself, I found this, it's an old Rolodex, and it's, you know, it sits flat, but it has a way that you can move it forward and backwards. And all the cards go here, and all of these that you see here were inside here or attached to the little railing here. I found this at a thrift shop. I'm sure you can find something similar. You know, if this is something that you want to use. The reason why a Rolodex and this specific one will work is because of all the cards that it already came with. So it came with, it's probably more than 400 cards. I only counted to make sure I had 365, and I did. So now that I've taken them all off, I'm going to start segregating them by 30, 31 according to the month. Again, this particular Rolodex came with all the cards that separate, you know, alphabetical, the alphabet letters to segregate or organize your information, right? Your, whatever it is that you're, you know, obviously back then it was for phone numbers and addresses. So I took all of those out and used these specific ones over here to create 12 tags with a tab, and it had this writing on it, as you can see. So I flipped them over because I don't want to see that, and obviously this is going to go in one direction, so you're not going to be able to see the other side. I do have plenty of these where I could actually use just plain ones, but I, you know, didn't want to waste them. It already had the little tab, so I just kind of punched out the paper. I used this old punch to create my tabs, and I don't know if this is out there anymore. It is kind of old, but you can see they just lined up. It's alternating left to right, left to right, and I've organized them in the right order. And I have also prepared, I stamped the months on vellum because I really didn't want to cover the paper. So I have pretty much cut all the months except for these three over here, because I wanted to show you that I have stamped them on vellum. And so I'm going to be creating the dividers, and then I'm going to start counting each of the months. I'm sorry, each of the days, and I'm going to, again, will be January. I'll probably have one that it's kind of like a, you know, like a cover one that's kind of pretty. I'll probably embellish it, and then from then I will start with January and then keep on going, and again putting the correct number of cards in between each month. The cards are pretty small, as you can see, and you know what, I don't mind, because what I'm going to be doing is every day I'm going to be writing something important, something funny, something that I don't want to forget, on each of the cards. So the point is to record something that happened that day. The cards again are very small, but again I don't mind because I want to make sure there are 2 by 4s. And you know, again, I keep thinking and thinking, okay, how is this gonna work? Obviously we love to decorate, right? We love to decorate our everything that we do. That's kind of the whole point of it, to enjoy the decoration and using your stash. Again, the cards are small, and there's gonna be 365, so I really don't think I can add a lot of stuff to each of the cards, because then I might run into trouble with getting too, you know, the space between each card, making me run out of space. So I'm gonna have to think, and a few of the ideas I've had is just, I can just plainly add a stamp, like I can stamp the number, so you know, 1 through 30. or 31, so then I know what date it was. I can actually do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on if I want to. I could also add washi tape, maybe washi tape on the sides, or even flat stickers. Maybe just stamping. I'm going to be trying things out as I go. This is my initial setup. I just basically wanted to share with you about the project, what it means, what it's for, and how I am going to use this to work on it. Every day I will be doing some journaling, pulling out a card, decorating it. There's not going to be any themes or anything like that. I'm just going to grab it and whatever I feel like I will do. So let me move this aside, because now what I wanted to show you, now that you've seen what I'm going to be using, I wanted to give you some suggestions in case this project is something that interests you and you want to do it. This is again something that I share on Instagram, so I will add it also to this video. Originally, again, I had many ideas of what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure. I was gonna give things a try. So I found this box. It's a metal tin box at Tuesday Morning, and it did not come with the knob. I had the knob, and I just had my husband put a little screw here, so it would be easy for me to open it. And I thought, you know what, because this is one thing I did see on Pinterest. Some people use just a box, and they had, what are those cards called the kids use at school? Flashcards, you know, and they had them in there, and they had tabs to divide each month. And so obviously there was a lot more room for writing. So that's another idea. If you know, again, for me, I feel that this size card is going to be okay. If you feel that you want to do a little bit more writing, a box like this, which I believe it was meant as a recipe box, it holds journaling cards. This is a 4x6, but it could actually be trimmed down. I could trim it, you know, but I'll have to go through all my journaling cards to make sure I find the right size, not the right size, but the right design, so where it's going to give me space for me to write. You know, this is something that you can do. I actually, you know, if I wanted to, I didn't have to close the box, leave it open if I wanted to use it like that. But it does, these cards fit in here this way, and so I could close it, and you know, there you go. That would work. It would keep everything compact, and you know, if you did this every year, you know, you could, you know, find different containers that you wanted to use. So that would also work. The only thing is, I don't know if it actually fits 365 cards. So you would again you would have to keep everything flat, because if you add too much dimension, you probably would run out of space. So the other idea I had was this little box, and this is from, I think it was from Michael's or maybe Hobby Lobby, and it's $14.99, but I'm sure I got it at half price. So it was like $7, and I thought, again, I kept thinking it needs to be long enough to hold 365 of whatever I decide. So I thought this box was really cute, this little crate. I could, you know, put something right here that talks about the year. You know, obviously I want to put the year so I know what, you know, obviously that's the whole point of the project. So again, this one would hold cards this way, and I think if I don't use it, I'm not going to use it this year, but hey, if I want to do this again in 2022, I think this would be my second choice, because I feel like it's long enough that it would hold 365 cards. It doesn't need to be closed. I do like the it appeals that to me that, you know, you can have the tabs, and it'll be very pretty to look at because you have all these cards with all these tabs sticking out. So I think this would be a great idea. If you want to do this project, a little box like this would work perfect. Now the last idea I had, and I struggled with this because I thought this is the best solution kind of the same as this. It's to do it using one of the Heidi Swap memory decks. So I'm not sure if I would be able to fit 365 cards in here. I don't know, and honestly, I'm not even sure how I can figure it out other than by actually cutting the cards and putting them in here. Definitely, again, I would have to be conscientious about not making them puffy. There is no way I can add any sort of dimensional things. These are some cards that my friends and I have shared. So they would have to stay flat, but look at how cute it would be if you had, you know, 365 of something like this. Let's see if my punch, look at that. That was a way for me to test that the punch that I have is the right size for this guy over here, because obviously my punch is from Heidi Swap, and I didn't know if this distance between these two was the same as that one, and it is, because it fits here perfect. So there you go. Now I know. But again, I think that this might be a great contender to hold the 365 cards. But you know, see, look at, you can find these already punched out. This would be very easy to buy all 365 of something that's plain like this and just decorate. Very minimal decorations. Those are some of the suggestions I have. If you do want to work on a project like, or this project, and create your own perpetual calendar journal, this project is going to be replacing my quote journal. I have something like 6 years worth of journals and quotes. So I am not going to be doing that because I want to be a finisher. If I'm going to start a new project, an old one has to come out. I will start working on my tabs. I'm gonna put them in here. I'm going to decorate the front right here. There's a little section here that I'm going to create, you know, a little template, a little double mat, something that's gonna go here, and then I'm just gonna add the year using these stickers. If you have any questions, let me know. I am learning, I am thinking of new things as I go. If you've ever seen one, I would love to, you know, if you have a link or a way to show it to me. If you've made one, I would love to see it. So maybe we can come up with different ideas and we can all share, so we can come up with this amazing project. So let me know if you have any questions. You know, I'll probably post a photo at the end. So thanks so much again. I'll see you in a little bit when I get working and speed up the video. So this is a pretty simple little project. I have decided to switch the cards, the plain cards, the monthly ones, with pattern paper, because honestly this is such a simple little project that I'm not gonna have a lot of decorations going on. I'm mainly gonna focus on the writing. So I decided to switch up the cards and use this pretty pattern paper. I ended up using the same tabs, so you'll see that I take them off of the plain cards and then add them here, and that's pretty much it. You know, it's gonna be hard for some of you to see this project and possibly wanting to copy it if you don't have this same Rolodex. It's okay, you know, you can just use the concept and try to apply it again using whatever container that you have. I want you to know that now that I have an opportunity to talk a little bit more about what this perpetual calendar is. So I did a little bit more research, and perpetual means it's a continuation. It continues. It just keeps going. So if you find that you want to use, let's say, a large journaling card like a 5x7, you can divide it into 4. You can write maybe up to 4 different years, and that's the point of this perpetual calendar, to be able to write more than one year.
For me, I'll be able to do 2 years. On the front of the cards, I will be able to write for 2021. And then on the back of the cards, it will be 2022, which is actually great because it's the same project. I'm not going to have to start something new. And I will be able to read the information for 2 years in a row. If I decide that I'm going to repeat this project again, let's say in 2023, I will be more conscientious about it and maybe decide on getting something that's going to be a little larger. Um, all the cards are done. I decided to add the actual year here on the front, which, as I'm telling you that I'm going to be able to write about 2022, I'm probably going to end up having to switch this card somehow so that I can include both years on the front of it. Again, it's pretty simple. I hope that you decide to, follow along, that you find something that you yourself can use for this project. Very simple, very easy. My goal for 2021 is to have less projects. You'll see that I released another project where, I'm sorry, another video where I talked about my other big journal that will be the only one that I'm going to be working on in 2021. So I will have this perpetual calendar, the big journal in my planner, of course. So hopefully I'll have more time to work on those books and those projects that I didn't get to finish. So that's my goal for 2021. I hope that you enjoy this. I hope that you found it informational. If you have any questions, let me know. I will have links and additional photos at the end. So thank you so much. I hope you like it, and I hope that you find time to get creative in 2021.
It is all done. I ended up switching out the original tabs that I was using. I thought, why am I going with the plain ones when I can create my own using, just scrapbooking paper? So I did replace all of them. I was able to reuse the monthly tabs that I had created at first. And I think it looks beautiful. It added more color, definitely. And again, because this is something that it's just about writing, I will decide as we get closer to 2021 if how I'm going to be decorating these tabs inside. But for now, it is all done. I added let's see, the year here, and I will leave it the way it is because I think it's just for the best. It slides really well. I still have tons of journaling cards, that's what I'm gonna call them, left over. So I had definitely had plenty to do. I'm excited. There is room for me to maybe add, maybe even washi tape because as you can see, there's still that much space where the cards can expand. So let me know if you have any questions. If you are participating and you are going to create your own perpetual calendar, that would be amazing. Let me know which vessel you decided to use to hold your journaling for the entire year. So thanks so much for stopping by. Let me know again if you have any questions. Until next time, take care.